Rome's Colosseum is massive, majestic, unforgettable. But have you ever wondered why is it broken in half? What could possibly tear down a structure built by the greatest empire in history? It wasn't just time. It was fire, earthquakes, looters, popes, and something more. Today, we're uncovering the real story of how the Colosseum lost half its body, but not its soul. In 72 AD, Emperor Vespasian had a vision. Where Emperor Nero once enjoyed a private artificial lake in the heart of Rome, Vespasian would build a public monument to Roman strength. What rose from that drained lake was the Flavian amphitheater, later known as the Colosseum. Made from travertine limestone, concrete, and volcanic rock, it was a masterpiece. Imagine it. 80 entrances, a massive wooden floor covered in sand, secret underground tunnels, trapdoors, even lifts to raise wild beasts into the arena, and above all that, a giant retractable roof, the Velarium, operated by sailors from the Roman Navy. This wasn't just an amphitheater. It was a declaration Rome is eternal. For nearly 400 years, the Colosseum was the stage for Rome's bloodiest dramas. Gladiators battled for glory. Exotic animals from across the empire were slaughtered for spectacle. Criminals were executed in horrific mythological reenactments. And sometimes the arena was flooded with water for full-scale naval battles called naumachii. Every emperor knew to keep the people loyal, give them bread and games. But behind the grandeur, the Colosseum was also a tool of social control. It kept the people entertained, distracted, and obedient. Yet no empire lasts forever. In 217 AD, disaster struck. Lightning hit the Colosseum and started a massive fire, destroying the upper wooden levels. The damage was severe. It took years to rebuild. But that was just the beginning. Rome, sitting on a seismic fault line, was rocked by multiple earthquakes over the centuries. Cracks formed in the walls. Stones shifted. Arches collapsed. Then came the decline of the Western Roman Empire. By the 5th century, the game stopped. Gladiators faded into history. The Colosseum fell silent. Its purpose was lost, and without a purpose, even great monuments crumble. As Rome descended into the chaos of the Middle Ages, the Colosseum became a quarry. Massive chunks of stone were pulled from its walls to build new structures, churches, palaces, even fortresses. The 1349 earthquake hit hardest. The south side, the one missing today, collapsed. But instead of repairing it, Romans recycled it. Marble was stripped. Bronze clamps were yanked out, leaving pockmarks. Iron rods were melted down. Even the popes looted the Colosseum. St. Peter's Basilica, one of the holiest sites in Christianity, was built using Colosseum stone. By the 15th century, it had become housing for the poor. By the 1600s, it was a ruin covered in vines. But then something changed. In the 18th century, the church began to see the Colosseum not just as an abandoned arena, but as a sacred site. Legends claimed early Christians were martyred here. Pope Benedict XIV declared it holy ground. This marked the beginning of restoration. By the 1800s, efforts were made to stabilize the walls. In the 20th century, archaeologists dug into the Hippogum, the underground maze of tunnels beneath the arena floor. In 1980, UNESCO named it a World Heritage Site. Tourists came in droves. Restoration became a global mission. What once echoed with screams now echoed with awe. Today, only 1/3 of the original Colosseum survives, but what remains holds nearly 2,000 years of history. It's a monument to human ambition, to violence, to artistry, to faith, and to resilience. The Colosseum was not destroyed in one blow. It was slowly dismantled by time, greed, disaster, and change. And yet it still stands, not just as a ruin, but as a symbol of an empire, of endurance, of Rome. Thanks for watching History Unveiled. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe,